History time! Dahil bukang bibig na natin ang mutual fund, maiging alamin natin ang kasaysayan nito. Wow! Parang sibika at kultura lang, di ba? Kamusta mga kaibigan at welcome sa ating channel na kung saan palaguin natin ang pisong pinaghirapan. Similar sa concept ng Filipino tradition na bayanihan, which promotes efficiency in getting tasks done through a collective effort, a mutual fund is an investment company that pulls money from shareholders and invests in a diversified portfolio of securities. Kasi kung mapapansin ninyo, ang mutual fund investment ay ang gateway, kumbaga public pool nating mga masa upang maging kapartner, kasosyo ang mga malalaking kumpanya sa Pilipinas sa halagang 1,000 pesos lang. 'Di ba? Kumbaga ito yung magiging basic na panimulang investment ng mga karamihang mamamayang Pilipino. Kailan nga ba nagsimula ang mutual fund investment sa Pilipinas? Paano ito nagsimula? Magkano ang initial investment ng mutual fund investment dati? Magkano na ang initial investment ng mutual fund ngayon? Yan at iba pa ang pag-uusapan natin sa video na ito, susunod na. Sa Philippine market, ang concept ng mutual funds is not entirely new as history kasi it can be traced way back early 1950s. Ang pagsilang ng Philippine mutual funds was brought about by the growing popularity of offshore funds worldwide. So in the absence of a governing law, yung mga companies were registered as finance companies. Some capitalized on long-term investment programs which made their investors commit to a fixed payment scheme. Halimbawa, 50 pesos per month for a period of 20 years. That initial amount invested for the first year served as the commission. So, forcing investors to make successive payments thereafter before talaga sila makapag-break even at even makapag-realize ng profit. At yung mga company in that time ay sobra naman talagang makapag-charge ng kanilang sales load of 8%. Yung iba din, meron silang exit fee of 50%. So noong 1950s, ang stock market collapse. So itong si Cadoroy Valencia, very popular and influential columnist at that time, openly criticized the process by which mutual funds were being sold and managed. 3 of the 4 companies which were operating at that time eventually closed shop. So nagsarado. Only the Filipinas Mutual Fund remained. It was later transformed into a finance company at much later naging development company. So in response doon sa unexpected failure ng kauna-unahang mutual funds, the government enacted RA 2629, otherwise known as the Investment Company Act. Ngayon, sa bagong batas, which is RA 2629, Trinity Shares was the first company to register in August 1969 and began selling its shares publicly in October of the same year. In a span of 4 months lang, the company opened 11 branches, doubling its sales each month and its value appreciated to as much as 27% in the fourth quarter. Si Mr. Arthur B. Socolo, the prime mover behind the fund, ibig sabihin, yung fund manager, was able to convince Cadoroy not only to invest in the new fund, but also to sit as director. Trinity's success led to the registration of other funds, such as the Pacific and Malayan funds, owned by Alfonso Yuchenko and Ting Rojas Bancom. While such companies continued to thrive, ang equity market remained thin pa rin. Ngayon, may frustration pa rin dahil sa political instability brought about by the dawning dictatorial regime punctuated by the first quarter storm. Eventually, this led to capital flight and a 30% dive by the Manila Stock Exchange. Ito yung lumang pangalan ng Philippine Stock Exchange. Ngayon, given the heavy dependence of industry, ang mutual funds, part or all equity, thrive or die down with the stock market. Dahil nga, nag-down ang stock market, syempre, ang mutual fund, equities yun, so ito'y nag-close down din. So, the absence of other investment outlets limited the sense of diversification of funds then. So, kumbaga, wala ang masyadong diversification. So, as a result, the Securities and Exchange Commission totally banned the sale of mutual funds in 1973. That closed down blow to the mutual fund industry na pinangungunahan noon ng Trinity Shares, Malayan, and Pacific Fund to stop operation talaga. So, as of now, ang Pacific and Malayan remain dormant. Ang Trinity Shares naman was acquired by PDCP or Private Development Corporation of the Philippines in 1979 and was eventually bought by Philam Life in 1993. So napaka-evident kung bakit nag-fail ang mutual fund industry noon dahil sa 4 factors na ito. Una, lack of government regulations. Pangalawa, deteriorating political and economic condition of the country. Pangatlo, absence of alternative investment vehicles. At pang-apat, an undeveloped equity market. So noong late 1980s, recognizing the increasing role of mutual funds as a vital ingredient for the development of capital markets, the Asian Development Bank, through Jardines, initiated a study on mutual funds. So noong 1989, ang Securities and Exchange Commission, in its effort to revive the mutual fund industry, established a task force to oversee the formulation of the implementing rules and regulations or ang IRR of the ICA. So, ang result of this IRR was promulgated on October 1989 and took effect 90 days later. With the new implementing rules and regulation, ang existing provision dati, pagkahalimbawa gusto lang ang isang company magtayo ng mutual fund, ang paid-up capital ay 500,000. But with the new IRR, ginawa itong 50 million, adding a 24-month holdout and increasing required audits to 4 per year. All of these provisions were intended to protect the interest of the investors and shareholders. So, tinaasan nila ang paid-up capital from 500,000 to 50 million pesos for a mutual fund company. So, under sa bagong regulation, ang Galleon Fund, again, sponsored by Mr. Arthur B. Socolo, was the first company to register as mutual fund company at nagsimulang magbenta ng shares noong February 1, 1991 at other investment company sumunod at nadagdagan pa ng nadagdagan ang mga mutual fund company ever since. Within a few years from this new beginning, the investment climate was not as rosy as the Asian financial crisis took its toll on the budding industry. However, the stability of the Philippine mutual fund industry has a much better chance at this time. The level of professionalism is much higher, the necessary controls and regulations exist, and of course, consequently, this period puts all the players to test, and it is with utmost confidence that Philippine mutual funds will be here to stay. Ngayon, marami ka nang pwedeng pagpipiliang mutual fund investment dahil as of May 31, 2016, may 57 mutual fund companies na sa Pilipinas. So, maaari kang pumili, depende sa iyong goal, risk appetite, at kung ano ba yung investment objective mo. So as of now, sa Pilipinas, merong 4 types of mutual funds. Una, yung tinatawag na stock or equity fund, balanced fund, yung pangalawa, pangatlo yung tinatawag na bond fund at money market fund. Itong 4 types of mutual funds na ito ay na-explain ko na sa aking video. If you want to watch that, ang link ay nasa description box below. So ito po ang mga current mutual fund companies sa Pilipinas. So, meron silang iba't ibang initial amount at meron of course silang iba't ibang portfolio. So, if you want to check each mutual fund companies, you can visit this website, pifa.com.ph. All the informations na sinishare ko sa inyo dito ay nanggagaling po sa website na ito, pifa.com.ph. So, ito po yung mga types or list of mutual funds na nakalista ngayon sa PIFA or Philippine Investment Fund Association. Alam mo bang dati ang initial investment para ikaw ay makapag-invest sa mutual fund ay minimum of 100,000. Of course, that amount of money before is a very big amount of money na. Kaya naman, karamihan pagka sinasabing investment, it connotes a big amount of money. Pero ngayon, you can start mutual fund investment as low as 1,000 pesos. Marami ka ng mga mutual fund companies na pagpipilian sa halagang 1,000 pesos lang ang initial. Ngayon na nalaman mo na ang kasaysayan ng mutual fund investment sa Pilipinas, sana maging kaparte ka na ng kasalukuyan at hinaharap nito. Kung ikaw gustong matuto kung paano ba talaga ang mutual fund investment, pwede kitang turuan. Umattend ka sa aking free live webinar every Tuesday and Friday, 8:30 Philippine time po yan. Just message me sa aking Facebook Messenger para mabigyan kita ng Zoom meeting ID. And of course, you can grab a free copy of this book at my website at www.gisaal.net. So if you find this video informative, kindly share this video to your families and friends para sila din ay matuto at malaman nila ang kasaysayan ng mutual fund investment sa Pilipinas. Importanteng malaman ang kasaysayan or ang nakaraan. Pero mas mahalaga kung kaparte ka na ng kasalukuyan dahil ikaw na ay nagsimulang mag-invest sa mutual fund. Ako po muli, si G. Isaal, na palaging magpapaalala sa inyo to live, love, invest. God bless everyone and always remember, God loves you.